You're about to launch a stablecoin, is that right?
We are indeed. Ripple announced not too long ago, we're announcing something called RLUSD or Ripple USD. The stablecoin market now is 170, about $180 billion. And the largest player is called Tether. We think there's an opportunity for the Ripple of the world, we're an institutional use case, selling into banks, solving that cross-border, and really making payments cheaper, faster. We think this is a perfect use case of these technologies.
Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. That was the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, and the story that is being told is changing. The story in a speculative market, as we are in crypto, everything is about a story. It's really not about utility driving the market. It's a story told with the facts that back up and reinforce that story. It's facts like on-chain data, the active wallets, the total value locked, the number of builders. And for those that want an IPO, you need to look at the bottom line. And the future outlook of that bottom line is also very important. Currently, the IPO market will be steady. It'll have an increase with the number of IPOs in the US through 2025. I'll bet no switch will be flipped for companies to rush to list. This is according to the top executive at Carlyle Group. And as Ripple gets ready for their IPO, watch how they start to craft their story. Some facts to help them in that storytelling is Ripple Custody is now a part of the company that SBI Holdings in Japan just invested in. It's another infrastructure play. It's a best-in-class, end-to-end infrastructure for banks, brokers, and funds to trade and manage their crypto. Medico, which is now Ripple Custody, is part of this solution. For the digital asset XRP, it's not about the resurgence of this nonsense. We're starting to see many posts again about ISO 200.22, a reminder out there to avoid getting misinformed and believing this nonsense. There is no such thing as an ISO 200.22 coin, and nothing that affects your crypto and its price. Paul Barron, who's getting to be a better researcher for the XRP ecosystem, had the co-founder of XP Markets, Artur, on his channel. Artur is a data guy. He has the best market reports that allow you to see firsthand the state of the XRPL. In that thread, there was an interesting comment. Someone asked, Eddie, a bit off topic here, but I was wondering if you had any news on the Ripple CBDC pilots and what they're doing over the year. I haven't heard anything in months, so I'm assuming they failed. Is that correct? Yeah, well, it's pretty quiet, isn't it? And I am not exactly sure why. However, if you think about it, the stable coins being issued, as it was pointed out to me yesterday by a very knowledgeable guy in the space, are really a form of a CBDC. They don't have the same pushback either. They are being accepted by the public, and they do basically the same thing. They have the same programmability options. There really isn't any privacy as of yet. And so I guess, well, it's all about stablecoins now. It's a path of less resistance. I know a lot of people have covered Emi Yoshikawa announcing that she's leaving Ripple. And they have so many employees now, over 1,000, that it's not uncommon to probably, for their HR department, deal with someone coming and going every single day. But Emi was a little bit special because she had been on the Ripple team for over 8 years. I asked her if she was going to also be leaving the board of the SBI Ripple Asia and where she was going. Her response was that, yes, she'll be leaving the board of SBI Ripple Asia, and she's going to take some time off to recharge. So I will keep an eye on her LinkedIn profile and no doubt, she's such a career woman. Yeah, she may take a break being a stay-at-home mommy for a while, but I have a feeling she's going to jump back into the thick of things soon, and I don't doubt it'll be blockchain related. Okay, I've been making an effort to get the community to look here, not there. And what I mean is to look at Futureverse. And this is because the heavily funded accelerator arm XRPL Commons, who is in Paris, published this video yesterday. And in summary, they are really dedicated to working with Futureverse and the Root network. You want to scour over all the builders on the Root network. XRP is the default gas token. Everything from finance to AI to gaming is taking shape in a rapid way. Yes, Root also has its native token, so you want to do your research. The market is up overall 3.5%, and it's got a very high BTC dominance, a little over 60%. So that means that the liquidity is kind of wrapped up in this ranging of high 96 to low 97,000 range. It hasn't flowed down into the alts, but I know it is going to. I think we're on our way to 100, and the alts are all going to follow suit. The Wall Street Journal exclusively announced that President-elect Donald Trump is going to be meeting with the CEO of the cryptocurrency platform exchange Coinbase. That's going to happen on Monday. And according to people familiar with the matter, the duo is expected to discuss personnel appointments for his second administration. And a new announcement came from Coinbase today, which I think is going to have huge ramifications across banking. Have a look. They are introducing USDC stablecoin rewards on Coinbase Wallet. This is big. For the first time ever, you can earn 4.7 APY with these rewards simply by holding USDC in your wallet on chain. Why would anyone else use a bank? And another big bombshell coming from the Miston Labs, which is the group behind SUI. Wow, like my head is exploding right now.
How do we ensure the security of the blockchain through AI? This will be huge for everybody who is going to invest and list have to do with any coins, any tokens, anything new in the smart contract world. And we created Baghdad. Baghdad is like Bug Radar. Now we're in a state where we can use AI to soft audit smart contracts. We found some surprising attacks, not in SUI, because we trained them with custom models. We now have data. We trained them on top of the current ChatGPT and Gemini and Llama and all of them to have better abilities to understand vulnerabilities on smart contracts. And we found attacks like some exchanges might not be solvent. Some smart contracts, they do have inflationary token supply that was not reported before. Some other situations like lotteries, they're not literally fair and transparent. And then you can imagine we have a huge database now with vulnerabilities that it's super important that even big companies are asking for our models. So SUI is going to offer such a product. There will be originally for the ecosystem of SUI, but we now even made it to work for Solidity, for Solana, for other situations as well. Imagine you have an exchange, right? Let's run just before I list it. Let's run Baghdad just to ensure that the soft audit doesn't give me any question marks, right? AI is on the Web3 at the moment. It's not that it's coming.
John had a story that he posted that I think all of us in the space can relate to. We've had a similar experience, I'm sure. He talks about the time when he spoke to a financial advisor 4 years ago and asked why he wasn't advising his clients to allocate 1 to 5% of their net worth into Bitcoin. Well, the financial advisor said that Bitcoin was stupid internet money, also known as fool's gold. So John told them that he thought he was engaging in malpractice. 2 years later, when the FTX blew up, this financial advisor called him and said, stick to your asbestos cases or suing the SEC and leave the financial stuff to us professionals. When I told him that over 80% of his net worth was in Bitcoin, he said, then you deserve to lose to Elizabeth Warren because you're effing stupid and insane. 4 months ago, I told him I think that Donald Trump is going to win and Bitcoin will hit over 100,000 before the inauguration. He laughed. He just called me and bought Bitcoin at 94,500. Yeah, I don't want to bully my friends on Facebook. I used to post on Facebook. I think the last time I posted, I remember one post in particular when it was 6,400, and I got a ton of, that's a scam. Don't I know it's a scam? And then I think I posted again when it hit 10,000, and I said, you're never going to see this price again. I don't think I've posted since, and I don't think I'll post now because that's the last thing people want to see is, and I told you so. I just hope some of them had the wherewithal to put a little bit into their portfolio. I'm going to leave you with a picture of Star River Ikebana. He's a Canadian that lives in Tokyo. He teaches Ikebana. I love to follow his X feed because it's always full of these great visual surprises. This is his latest. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.